What's going on, guys? We're back with another patch notes video. It's been 2 days since the last patch notes, and again we have another underwhelming update. So I didn't expect too much to happen in 2 days, but let's have a look over it and go from there. So the all-important update, first update is to plunder, something to do with cash. Really don't care, so I'm not going to cover that. Bug fixes, fix some collision issues with various elements across Caldera to peak and exploit. So basically more out of bounds fixes that they did in the previous. So it seems to me that Raven are focusing on these sort of Caldera specific exploits. May be helpful to the majority of the player base, who knows. What they've then gone on to say is they've gone on to write a big paragraph essentially to say that they are not doing any weapon balancing just now, apart from the shotguns, which we'll get onto. Talking about their philosophy around the balance changes in Caldera, taking an incremental approach. I mean, basically they have to spend time to see how things play up against each other. Obviously got Modern Warfare, Cold War and Vanguard weapons now. I think largely the balance is pretty good. There obviously are some LMGs and some SMGs that are peaking slightly above the others, so I'm sure the things like the Bren and the MP40 will get dialed in slightly, but they haven't done that in this change. If you're interested, just read that. It's a little bit of a waffle. I think really what they could do, if they have power like this to adjust weapon balancing, they need to spend a bit of time thinking about removing some of that time to grind to get these weapons, because what they're saying is they want to be thoughtful of the people that are leveling up loads of weapons, taking ages to do so, and then things getting nerfed. You know, basically being a bit more respectful of casual players. But if they care so much about casual players, why don't they just pull that grind time down? The next update is to attachments. So they have decreased the movement speed on the double barrel, the sawn-off, which is those horrible shotguns I'm sure you've probably all encountered, so that's great news. From what I've seen, it's not quite enough just yet. They've also nerfed the perk, the akimbo perk, so the double barrel as well. They've pulled down the multiplier for the damage range, and the movement speed has also been hit. Hip fire spread is also smaller by a few points. They then went on to write a little paragraph to say that these have sort of reached an OP status where people are hitting critical damage from a horrendous range. You know, shotguns, and I agree, should be the most lethal up close kind of meta, but when it comes to infringing on sort of SMG territory ranges, the SMG should prevail. So, especially for accuracy. So it's good they have the right philosophy on that. And that's about it. So not much since the last 2 days. It's nice to see them address those shotguns, because they were driving me crazy, especially on Rebirth Island. But I would like to see a little bit more thought put into the general overarching bug fixes, especially for people on console. I think people on console will be very disappointed listening to this, especially people experiencing the Gold Flake issue, which affects people having the Xbox Live Gold subscription, not being able to play Warzone. The game hasn't felt too much more stable on console. I'm still getting crashes, lags, packet burst, all the rest of it, so hopefully that comes soon. Keep your eyes peeled. Do subscribe. I'll be covering all these patch notes. Drop a like on the video if you found it useful, and yeah, have a good rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.